Hello. So my name is Elizabeth, and this is my husband Paul. I know some of you, I think, from Lagaya's group. I did some boot camps with her. I'm excited to try to get back into some yoga, but living out in East County right now with a little one is kind of difficult. But we're here to talk about gut health. We've been on this journey for a little bit, both of us. Myself, I had some digestive issues, so I wanted to figure out what was going on, and I actually learned quite a bit about what I should and shouldn't be eating according to my particular microbiome. So I'll let Paul explain about what he's gone through in his experience, and then we'll go into a little bit about why gut health is important.
Yeah, hi, I'm Paul. Let's see, I had suffered from allergies for my whole life since I was little, really bad allergies, and I think it's created long-term inflammation in my system, and which has caused me to be type 2 diabetes. And so I've tried the no sugar diet. I've tried a lot of different things, worked with doctors, spent a lot of money, and it really comes down to the gut health and what you're putting in, what I was putting into my body, and the struggles with that, and doing my best at everything, and right now...
Right, he eliminated all sugars.
Yeah, I've tried all the different ways, but, just knowing that crucifers aren't good for me, and...
Right, I was told not to eat oats, but I can do any form of gluten. He can do oats, but not gluten.
Right, and wheat's a big thing for me, and a lot of the carbs.
Right.
And so right now, it's really good, Should I go on?
Yeah, talk a little bit about that, and then we'll go into...
As a result of this, what has changed for me is, what has improved greatly is my digestion, my food cravings. I don't have the crazy, I gotta have this and that. My energy level has gone up, and my sex drive has definitely gone up, and that's all positive.
Right, well, hormones are made in the gut. Your gut health is so important. Serotonin, oxytocin, the love hormone, serotonin being the happy hormone, all that's made in the gut. So anyone that has anxiety, anyone that's struggled with any type of emotional issues, definitely getting your gut tested and figuring out what's going on is important. And that's what this test does. It actually gives you different measurements of what type of foods are not being digested properly, what type of gases are being produced in excess that shouldn't be, in that type of production. The other good thing about getting this test done is figuring out about whether or not you have leaky gut. So leaky gut actually tells you if toxins that, your gut is supposed to be expelling, through going to the bathroom, if they're not being expelled and actually being back absorbed into the system. Your gut membrane actually does that. It tells you, or the test will tell you whether or not your gut is doing that properly. And you don't want toxins being absorbed through the cell membrane of your intestines. You want it being expelled. You want vitamins and minerals being absorbed through your gut, which is what I was lacking in. I didn't have that, and so I'm working on that. So getting more minerals and vitamins absorbed is so important,
Yeah, so we want to talk a little bit about the human check engine light. So you know what that is on your car and how that goes, so whatever it is, and you take it in. Viome is like that. It gives us our check engine light and lets us know what's going on. Identifying what is on our check engine light, heartburn, headaches, weight, allergies. There's a lot more to that, but these things go off. Joint pain, arthritis, lots of inflammation, and for me, big one was digestion. So your poop should. Well, we're going to talk about poop. Your poop should be like a soft banana, not crack. All kinds of stuff. So not everybody has that issue, but I have suffered from it for a long time, and as a result, I'm just regular now. And just so you guys know, a little information is from your mouth to your, the exit, it's 30 feet. So your food should travel a foot an hour, which is in 30 hours, it should come out. In a great way, a tool we use, is how we help, is we use beats to measure that time. And you'll tell when it comes out. And but it's just really good stuff. We haven't had this information around. You know, we've had bits and pieces, but now today with the technology that they come out with, your superfoods and your minimized foods and your totally avoids foods. For right now, Elizabeth was talking about some of her avoid foods. In mine are onions, garlic, things like that. Just it's cruciferous, all cruciferous right now. And so since I haven't been doing that, my stomach is so much better.
Right,
And
right,
I know that oats, I can do oats and quinoa, not too much, but you know, a cup of oats. But you know, it's good to know that, you know, and it's really nice having a roadmap to your life and optimizing your health. So that's the thumbs up on the Viome.
Right.
It's a great tool to have.
That's what it's all about.
Gratitude.
You know, and so with Lagaya, you know, what she's looking forward to finding out, and what I'm really curious about, is what foods could she avoid. Now, this is not testing and guessing and trying to figure it out. This is definitive answers, because you literally send a stool sample into Viome. So figuring out what is causing that inflammation on her skin, you know, and how can she decrease that, you
It's
know?
a big deal.
Right,
You know,
right.
And so she will get her own roadmap. And everybody,
Right.
whether you know you don't have digestive problems, but any of the check engine light stuff, I have a
You made a
list.
whole list of
I
that.
got a list of check engine light
Right.
stuff. But
And so,
yeah. Go
and
ahead.
where we are helping then, when people get their test results back, because we're ambassadors with the company called it's a Viome, right? We literally will make those lists for you. You download the app, but if you don't actually have all your superfoods in one spot, then it's difficult to look at, because you have to go to the app. So we're making a cheat sheet. So you have your superfoods listed, which are particularly for your own gut. You have your avoid foods.
Excuse me.
You're going to have the avoid foods, which are avoid at all costs. You know, one of those for me was garlic. Another one, surprisingly,
sorry.
was blueberries. You know, because of the
No,
viruses.
she's probably the only one in the world that had blueberries come up.
Right. A lot of people have had tomato come up. I've seen probably a good 10, 11 reports that
Lot
say
of, yeah.
no tomato at
Just
all.
because your gut's inflamed, it's not forever. It's just until your gut gets
Right.
balanced.
Right, it's not forever. They recommend 6 months on this program. So we help people to figure out how to then change their diets, how to cook with these new foods, because some of your
Yeah.
superfoods you've never even heard of. We didn't hear of some of these things.
Right, and so we'll go through and teach you to shop local, or show you how to find quality
Sweetie.
food,
What do you got?
pick quality
Come
food, cook quality food, delicious stuff for you. That's good for you, and good. We gotta have snacks, you know. But one thing that has changed is I don't have those crazy food cravings that
That's
just
huge.
ruled me, and now
Because that comes from your gut.
right. And so Viome's very specific in their questions. A lot of questions, very thorough. And
Right, you answer a questionnaire.
so I'm going
before
to show you
send in
this
the
list
sample.
of what we put together for you when you do get your results. So I just wanted you to see what that kind of looks like. Okay. And yeah, anyway, it's superfoods and foods to avoid. So that's once again.
Right.
All right.
So we knew, you know, that he felt better with gluten off his diet, you know.
Yeah,
but this
definitely.
tells you exactly, and it doesn't even say limit gluten. It tells you which types of gluten. It
Yeah.
goes into the amaranth,
Right.
the triticale,
Right.
you know, all of that. You know, where I was told, you know, gluten's okay, wheat's okay, but minimize quinoa. So I'm supposed to minimize quinoa,
Yeah.
which means maybe once a week. And if I can't have it on the same day that I have oats, because oats are also minimized for me.
Right.
I can't have eggs and coconut, any form of coconut, on the same day either. So yeah.
So we all want to eat the food we want to eat, you know, tradition,
Baby.
comfort food. I come from you know, food family, you know, and delicious food. So I've been really working with, you know, recreating dishes that have that flavor, because flavor is important to me. Quality of food's important now. And I've learned to use, what's my herbs and stuff like that would be like oregano,
He
sage.
had a lot of herbs on his superfoods list, right? I
Right,
didn't have
and
any.
so I get to use these in my
had some
meals,
good fruit.
and it makes it, you know, it's not bland, and
Right.
so I take advantage of that. And,
Right.
it's good stuff.
So I'm gonna post the link with our code in the comments, so you'll be able to see that. It'll be the link for Viome, where to get the gut test, and then our code for the $10
Say hi,
off.
baby.
Oh, say hi, sweetie. This is River. We didn't even introduce you, did we? So I'll post the link to that, and then I'll post the
Yeah.
links to go ahead and follow us then too. Okay, so you can see us, because what we do is we post up our updates. You know what's going on with us in our gut health, and then how we have used new cooking, either the tools that we're using or the foods that we're doing or the spices and herbs like Paul was saying. So because we've had to change some things, you know, how we cook around the kitchen. What do you
yeah,
think?
energy levels are up, especially with this one. Oh.
Right, our energy
And,
levels are
and
up.
so we're starting train to eat with our little one here. The traditional norm of what my other kids have grown up eating, just a lot of fast food, different stuff, and just not knowing. And a passion in my life is to educate families and to help them. So, you know, this lot of obesity, diabetes with our youth, our young little kids are suffering right now, and that's kind of a big driving force behind this,
Right,
is
childhood
helping families.
diabetes. Oh, there's Lagaya.
And helping the families that you know, they need help, and
Right.
and so we're there for them, and
Right, beyond the gut health, you know, we're working
beyond,
with
yes,
families too.
balance is important, as you guys
Isn't
know.
it
going through
fantastic?
this,
Yay!
doing this. You know, because you got to have love, you got to have a lot of good, you know, a lot of good things in your life, music and whatever
Right,
brings
love.
balance.
Oxytocin comes from your gut.
Yes, all kinds
Your
of
sex
good
drive
things.
and your gut are related.
Yes. Well, I think
Okay.
that's it for now. Thanks for watching.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
thank you, Lagaya, for inviting
Yeah,
us.
thank you, Lagaya.
You know, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing, you know, what this does for you. You know, so
Awesome.
yeah.
No.
And we'll post updates on our pages too, so you can see that. Okay.
All right.
And I'll post all the links down
Yeah,
below.
give somebody a
in the
hug today.
comments. Yeah, give
right.
somebody a hug.
All right.
All right. Say
Bye-bye.
goodbye, sweetie.
Say goodbye, Kevin.
Say goodbye.